Hello, my name is Omar Abasad. It is January 22nd, 2019, Tuesday at 5:59 p.m. in Toronto. I tweeted a bunch of tweets today at our SHINI 911. Those were mine. I was talking about enslavement, sexual enslavement, and labor enslavement. This ties into the flagging system. And in my case, this is an abuse of the community monitoring policing program that was turned up. The, um, the activity was turned up after 9/11, and I was flagged in this building right after 9/11. Um, I'm suspecting under those um, terrorism fears. That's when I started noticing that I was being stalked and harassed quite openly. So um, the tweets I tweeted today ties into enslavement. It speaks about enslavement. So the flagging system is being, in my case, is being abused, being flagged um, based on lies, out and out lies, and setups and frames, and compromised. And interactions with the cops are being forced by police informants who have the right to sign me out of the system. Apparently, anybody could do that, not only my family members. Anybody could sign me out of the system. And the people who get paid to run the gang stalking program and the gang harassment program go out of their way to drum up business and get innocent people flagged. And this flagging system is used as a cover to run a sex slave operation, an enslavement, a labor enslavement program as well, that some companies choose to take part in. So the tweets that I tweeted today, um, I know that the tweets are very short messages, but just to summarize, because I did a few of them, to summarize what those tweets essentially said was the flags placed next to my name was placed there based on lies. The um, the the lies were perpetrated by informants. Informants went out of their way once I was flagged the first time. They went out of the way to create scenarios and to make them up, basically, so they can twist real life situations that has nothing to do with any sort of criminal activity, to twist those incidents and make them look like they were criminal because they were providing misinformation in order to get the other flag, the next flag. The idea is to be perpetually flagged, permanently flagged. So you're permanently monitored. So the people who are doing the monitoring gets money to do that, keeps their job, in other words. That's the summarization of some of those tweets. I also went into how perpet- how perpetrators, excuse me, how perpetrators are forced, blackmailed into signing affidavits, perjuring themselves, lying in affidavits and statements about me. The trafficking aspect of this has taken place via a password and a link to look at me inside my home. And this password and a link is being given to perpetrators to compromise them, to be blackmailed into signing affidavits and statements. So a lot of people are signing affidavits because in order to cover what they did, break the law, illegal surveillance, remote rape, voyeurism, um, to cover what they did, they signed affidavits to criminalize me. Because if I'm criminalized and if I'm committed as mentally insane, mentally perturbed, or whatever, it will compromise my credibility, and anything I say in my defense, is going to be compromised. It's not going to be taken as truth. Or she's mentally ill. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So it will cover their criminal activity. So once they're given the password and the link or buys it, in some cases they're given to compromise. They're given these links and passwords to compromise them, to be used by the criminals. Once they do that, then they are almost obliged, whether it's free or whether they buy it, they are obliged to lie to cover their tracks. So this is how the trafficking is done, and this is how the cover is gotten to cover up the illegal activities that is part of trafficking. So that, in essence, is what I went into. I also named some names that I'm suspecting took part in this enslavement program within the companies that I worked for. People who signed me out, harassed me in the workplace, blackmailed me into showing, that means remotely, when they access me remotely, I have to do various sexual acts like masturbate, walk around naked, because these are the comments that I'm harassed with, presumably reported on. These are reports that were made about me by previous informants who had access and were looking at me inside of my home. So if I were walking naked inside of my home, like from the bathroom to the bedroom without a towel on, this would be commented on. And I'm harassed about it in the workplace. Well, how would they know that? Well, somebody obviously is looking at me inside my home. It has to be acknowledged in the court system that this technology, the ability to abuse this technology, and this technology I'm talking about is old technology. There is a whole lot more sophisticated technology that is also being abused. But the court hasn't acknowledged this to the point where when a woman says she's being remotely viewed, it's not being acknowledged what is happening in the court, or maybe it's not being acknowledged enough. Because still, when a woman says this is happening, the police is automatically saying you're mentally ill. This should not be happening. I mean, it's very, very, very easy to abuse this technology. And it's very easy to cover it up, as we see, compromise the witness and have the witness lie, basically. Sell to the people who are accessing the victim, and the victim has to lie to cover their tracks. Very easily done. So that summarization is in a nutshell what I tweeted today, and I just wanted to put my face out here. And again, to reiterate that there is no mental illness, there is no mental retardation, no mental insanity, no mental perturbation, and there is no emergency, and there is no suicidal tendencies that may have been reported very recently, today, yesterday. It's ongoing, so this is why I'm doing it almost on a daily basis. Talk to you another time.